Hello everyone and welcome to Story Time. I'm so glad that you're able to join us today. So if everyone can stand up for me, we're going to go ahead and get started. If you're ready for a story, take a seat. All right, stand back up. If you're ready for a story, take a seat. All right, clap your hands. Stomp your feet. Make your hands all nice and neat. If you're ready for a story, take a seat. All right, can you put on your listening ears for me? Put them on, put them on. Tighten them up. All right, we're going to catch a bubble on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Those are some good bubbles. The only thing that you will need today for story time is a scarf. So if you don't have a scarf, you can grab an old t-shirt, a new t-shirt. You can grab a dish towel, hand towel, bandana, anything that would work as a scarf. Today's story, we're going to be reading Little Red Riding Hood. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Come on. Once upon a time, there was a little girl called Little Red Riding Hood. She lived with her mother and father near the woods. Her grandmother lived on the other side of the woods. One day the mother asked, "Little Red Riding Hood, your grandmother is sick. Please take this basket of food and goodies to her, but be careful, don't go through the woods because the wolf lives there." "Okay, Mother," answered Little Red Riding Hood. She took the basket and went along the pathway to Grandmother's house. She stopped often to pick up flowers. Those are some pretty flowers she's picking. She was so busy picking the pretty flowers that she had not noticed that she'd gotten off the pathway and was very close to the woods. Nearby, at the edge of the woods, the wolf was sitting. The wolf was sitting by a tree, watching Little Red Riding Hood. He said to himself, "I'm very hungry." When Little Red Riding Hood got closer, he said to her, "Good morning, little girl. Where are you going?" Little Red Riding Hood was frightened. In a very nervous voice, she answered, "I'm going to my grandmother's house with this basket of food and flowers." "Oh," said the wolf, "is your grandmother sick?" "Yes," said the little girl. "Where does your grandmother live?" asked the wolf. "My grandmother lives on the other side of the woods, and I have to go now," answered Little Red Riding Hood. "Goodbye, little girl," said the wolf, as Little Red Riding Hood hurried off along the pathway. The wolf ran through the woods to the grandmother's house ahead of Little Red Riding Hood, and he knocked on the door. "Knock, knock. Who's there?" called the grandmother from her bedroom. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I have a basket of food and flowers for you," answered the wolf, who made his voice sound like Little Red Riding Hood's voice. "Come in," said the grandmother, but when she saw the wolf, she screamed, "Oh, you're not Little Red Riding Hood, you're the wolf! Help, help!" She was so frightened that she ran into the closet. Oh my goodness. She ran into the closet and hid from the wolf. Then the wolf put on one of her nightcaps, hopped into her bed, and pretended to be the grandmother. Oh no. What do you think the wolf's going to do? Soon afterwards, Little Red Riding Hood arrived at her grandmother's house. She knocked on the door. "Knock, knock. Who's there?" asked the wolf, who made his voice sound like the grandmother's voice. "It's your granddaughter, Little Red Riding Hood," answered the little girl. "I have a basket of food and flowers for you. Come in, the door is open." The little girl walked into the house. The wolf was in grandmother's bed, partially hidden under the covers. "Good morning, Little Red Riding Hood," said the wolf. "Here is a basket of food and flowers for you," she replied. "Thank you, Little Red Riding Hood," said the wolf. The little girl went closer to the bed and said, "Oh, grandmother, you are very sick." "Yes, my child," answered the wolf. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to see you with, my dear," replied the wolf. "Grandmother, what big ears you have," said the Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to hear you with, my dear," answered the wolf. "What long arms you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to hug you with, my dear," said the wolf. "What big teeth you have, grandmother," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to eat you with, my dear," cried the wolf. "Oh," screamed Little Red Riding Hood in a very frightened voice, "you're not my grandmother, you're the wolf! Help, help!" A woodcutter who was nearby heard the screams and ran into the house to see what was happening. He chased the wolf and began to chase him around the room with his axe. The wolf was so frightened that he ran out of the house through the woods and never came back again. The woodcutter and Little Red Riding Hood went to the closet where the grandmother had been hiding. She was so happy to see them. She hugged Little Red Riding Hood and thanked the woodcutter for saving them from the wolf. Then they all sat down and ate some delicious cookies from Little Red Riding Hood's basket. The end. Now everyone go ahead and grab your scarves for our scarf song. All right, does everyone have their scarves? Are they ready for our scarf songs? Perfect. All right, we're going to start with popcorn kernels. Popcorn kernels, popcorn kernels in the pot, in the pot. All right, get in your pot. Scrunch it up, scrunch it up, scrunch it up. Got it? Shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, till they pop, till they pop. Awesome, good job everyone. All right, we're going to go riding on an elevator. You ready? Let's go riding on an elevator, elevator, elevator. Let's go riding on an elevator. Come along with me. First floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor, and down, 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 down. Good job. All right, our last scarf song. You ready? Wave your scarves up and down, up and down, up and down. Wave your scarves up and down. Wave your scarves. Wave your scarves side to side, side to side, side to side. Wave your scarves side to side. Wave your scarves. Wave your scarves round and round, round and round, round and round. Wave your scarves round and round. Wave your scarves. Wave your scarves fast and slow, fast and slow, fast and slow. Wave your scarves fast and slow. Wave your scarves. Wave your scarves. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Wave your scarves. Goodbye. Wave your scarves. Good job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a blast. Special shout out to Little Red Riding Hood, who was able to join us for our scarf songs. We thank you so much, and we hope to see you next time. Bye.